Not me, mate. Not me. Look at our family, mate. Come on. You gotta understand. You're not human.
The curse of the dragon sword has infested your entire body.
It's an old Slavic curse, you know. The grip of murder, they call it.
It's not an easy thing to live in the darkness.
So, this is the beginning of the end of the world.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer, Ninja Gaiden 3, Ninja Gaiden 3, however y'all want to call it. Anyway, part 3 is here. The review is here by the one and only HipHopGamer. So first off, let's jump right into it. The first thing I want to say about this game is that the action is much more brutal and much more personal and cinematic. That the energy in this game when you're fighting, like, it's the first time like they really brought you into the action personally. And I'm gonna explain all of that right now. So what we're gonna do is like this. Graphics. I'm gonna give you all the key factors about this game, why I love it, why it's crazy, and I'm gonna give some suggestions on what I think they should add for the next Ninja Gaiden they decide to do, and give you, a couple of cons in the game. So let's get it. First off, the graphics. Graphically, the game is great, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the moment you purchase this game and pop it in, the very first scene, the very first opening scene, like, you're gonna be standing right in front of the screen. Ryu is gonna be standing right in front of the screen. He's gonna be looking at you, and when you're looking at it, you're gonna be sitting down waiting for the game to start. Like, you think you're looking at CG or something. Next, a button prompt is gonna pop up, and the moment you push that button, you're gonna be like, "This is the game? What? Oh!" Like, that's what you're going to do. That's how crazy this game is, son. Like, seriously. So, graphically, this game is off the charts. I mean, you see the vein, like, you see the muscle, right? You see the muscle, you know what I'm saying? You got all the veins coming out and everything. It's ridiculous in this game. They made it very, very authentic, so I love the graphics. That's the first thing. The second thing in terms of the graphics is the special effects. The special effects is crazy. Now, I'm gonna just give you one example. When you use your Nimpo and a dragon comes out, it clears the whole screen, but the fire, the after effects, and when it goes all the way to the sky, you see the dragon got bodies in his mouth, and then it takes it all the way up. Like, it's ridiculous. But the graphics, the energy, looks retarded. And then on top of that, there's parts in the game when you're fighting and you come sword to sword, and it zooms in and you see the sparks of the sword, the fire and the flames of the energy around Ryu. It's, special effects insane. And like I said, the Nimpo looks insane. So let's move on to the next thing. There's a lot more dialogue in this game during your actual fight. So to me, I love that because you feel the anger and you feel the fear in the middle of a battle. So when you fighting and like you cut somebody up, all this other stuff, like, fighting and everything, you hear the enemies like, "I don't want to die, no, oh my god, wait, run," like, you hear all this other stuff. And then Ryu, you hear him like, "Ah, shit," like, it's crazy. You feel like you're really fighting somebody. And that's what a fighting game, an action game is supposed to do. Like, It's supposed to make you feel like you're fighting someone. It's supposed to make you feel engaged with the action. You know what I'm saying? So that's another key factor I want to point out that I feel is amazing. Third key factor, right? Enemies will surrender themselves, throw away their guns, and show mercy by surrendering themselves to you. Now, you could choose to kill them or not, or you could just walk past them. But imagine you fighting like 5, 6 enemies at once, right? You fighting all of these people, you killing them. Then you got like 2 or 3 more enemies in front of you, and they got guns. They got guns. But because you such a badass in what you did to the other enemies, they just go like this, like, you know what, look, I'm sorry, I'm like, just do whatever you want, please, no. And you can just walk past them, or you go, you know what I'm saying, cut them up. It's crazy, man. Like, yo, Ninja Gaiden 3. I'm gonna tell you straight up, F what you heard about all those, like any other website giving this game a low score. It's a BS. This game is phenomenal. Straight up. And you know, when I tell you something, I'm putting my name on the line, my credibility on the line, all that stuff. Trust me, this game is hot, man. Now, fourth factor. Now, the sensor button, right? Now, the sensor button, I'm gonna show you right now. It's like, it shows you the right path, so there's no need for a map. But check this out. When you push down on R3, this is the killer. This is the killer right here. Let's say you got enemies coming at you, but they're on the side or in the back of you. You push down on R3, then your vision goes directly to the path at hand. So you out there fighting, right? Then you push down and go, whoo. Yo, it is insane action, son. Then on top of that, there's no need for a map, because like the way the environments are is a lot more full. So you may have to take a second or third look at where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way they design the environments, which is great. But when you push down on R3, it focuses you on the path you gotta go. So you push it down, you see where you at, and you go. But you can also utilize that in the middle of a battle, and it just, the energy, because of the special effect, that sensor effect, oh my God, it makes the fighting that much more engaging. Fifth key factor. The game is much more cinematic. Like, you feel like you're engaged in a true story. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. You know, this part's where a truck could be coming at you. You gotta dive under the truck, then the boss will come at you. So you gotta run to the side alley, run around, jump around, do all this other stuff. Then there's parts where you're gliding in the air, then you gotta land on a helicopter and do all this stuff. Yo, it's insane, but it's so cinematic. Now, even during a battle, it's very cinematic, especially boss battles, because the camera angles that they capture while you're fighting, and then those parts where it's like you're engaged, and then, you know, when you're engaged in battle, and you close up, you gotta keep pushing the button, and it's like y'all fighting each other off like this, like a stance, like this. You fighting each other. It's crazy. So there's a lot of cinematics in the actual gameplay alongside the cutscenes in the story. So it's much more engaging, and you get more out of the story, and you can understand things a lot better, right? Sixth factor, right? Now, they do got quick time events in here, but what's so cool about it is that it adds a lot of intensity to the actual kills and overall action. So there's parts in the game where you can chop somebody, right? But the sword is like still in their neck. So you gotta keep pushing the button, and then it's like, so imagine somebody slice you, but it don't go all the way through, it just go down here. You gotta keep cutting till the whole knife come out. Crazy, man. Crazy. This everything I'm telling you is all in this game, son. All in this game. Cinematics, the graphics, the gameplay, the energy, the dialogue, everything. Everything. This game is top notch, yo. It's crazy. So, the seventh key factor, right? The presentation of this game, to me, it has shock value. It has a lot of shock value. There's a lot of things in this Gaiden that you're gonna be playing the game, and you're like, oh, what? Like, oh, already? Oh, snap. Oh, like it has a lot of shock value. There's gonna be things that happen to you in this game that you're not gonna expect, and then when you learn more about why these things are going through you, put like this: something's gonna happen to your arm in this game, And what happens to your arm is going to be shocking by itself. But when you realize what's going on with you as a human, with this arm and what's being done to you, shock value throughout the entire game, son. Crazy. So that's another thing that I felt was great. Eighth factor, right? Now, this game is missing dismemberment. This is one of the cons of the game. How the hell you take that out? Like, a game like this, as brutal as it is, how the hell do you take out dismemberment? All these moves, the way it looks and feels and plays on Ninja Gaiden 3, you seriously going to take away the opportunity to rip your arm off, cut your arm off, cut your head off, cut your legs off, and all that other stuff? Like, that pissed me off. Don't you know, that pissed me off. And like, I'm mad that it's gone. But the action there is still phenomenal even without it. And that should let you know how great this game is. That even without dismemberment, it could be AAA quality title. Now, although it's missing dismemberment, like, even though that pisses everybody off, you know, it's like Mortal Kombat without fatalities or something. It's like, you know, what are you doing? But the game is still incredible. And the sound effects and everything that accompany the action is more brutal than in the other game previously. Crazy. So, the next thing I want to say is this. Although, listen, and this right here is just a testament to what was going on in the industry behind the low scores and everything. Although dismemberment is missing, doesn't mean you take off points for what Ninja Gaiden 3 has to offer. You see what I'm saying? It's a different game, have different things in it, regardless of what we want and don't want or whatever, doesn't take away from what the game is. It is incredible. Now, I'm gonna say this though, one quick thing. Call of Duty World at War, that Treyarch did, had dismemberment. I don't mean cutscene or scripted dismemberment. General shoot you, the leg is gone, dismemberment. Dismemberment hasn't come back. It has not come back in Call of Duty since World at War. I never heard one outlet complain about it or anything, take off points for it or anything. But you get that with Ninja Gaiden. And we all know Call of Duty is way more popular than Ninja Gaiden. So you do the math and you figure out what really happened behind the scenes with these scores. Is it biasness? Is people being unfair? You damn right they being unfair. Now, let's finish up with the review. Right? 10th factor. This game has some interesting stealth to it. There's parts in this game where it's going to be real foggy. And you can't see nothing but the infrared laser that's trying to get at you. So you gotta move around quietly so nobody can hear you or spot you. Then kill your enemy. Then as soon as you kill him, you gotta move around fast because the moment you get spotted with that red dot, BAM! Done, son. That's how crazy this game is. So it's very challenging, it's very difficult. If you're playing on hard, it's very difficult, it's very challenging, and there's a lot of elements to it. So there's even a great amount of stealth to it. So that's very hot right there. The next thing, 11, is the reversal of the reverse melee attacks. So there's parts in this game where you walking and you know you communicate with your on your comm. You walking and somebody can just come out of nowhere like boom, try to grab you up and hurt you, and then all you do is shake them off and stab them with the sword. It's crazy because the way they do it is so action packed. Even from a melee standpoint, when they trying to kill you. Yo, the game is hot. I'm telling you, the game is hot. Now, another thing that's pretty interesting, this is 12. The demon arm, right, for whatever reason, it has a special effect where it slows you down. So you're in the middle, let's say you're in the middle of fighting, right, and a cutscene happens, and the demon arm is slowing you down. Then it gets real cinematic, and you're walking like this, and then you gotta fight, boom. Boom, and your demon arm is going, and it's boom, boom. And there's parts in the game where when your demon arm starts glowing, you get a chance to do a special move with your demon arm, and it lets out a rage that cuts everything up. Oh my god! There's too much elements in this joint, man. It's crazy. 13. Now, another thing is this, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say before we go into the suggestions. Now, Ninja Gaiden 3, I'm gonna be honest with you, Itagaki is a great developer, and I know everybody wants him back. But even without him, they achieved an incredible game, and they followed a great blueprint, and they were successful with execution, and it's tight. Seriously. For real, the game is crazy. The next thing I want to say is, and this is the suggestions, bring back dismemberment. That's the first suggestion. Bring back dismemberment. Should have never took it out. That was stupid in my opinion. That was dumb. Bring it back. That's one. Second suggestion, unlock new ninja suits. New ninja suits. Because I think that if you had ninja suits that featured special armor or that featured special weapons on the actual suit itself, like you can only use this particular weapon if you're wearing this particular ninja suit for Ryu, that right there will be crazy and a lot more engaging. Instead of just dressing up nice, it actually means something to have. That right there would be crazy. I would love to see that come out. The next thing is like more weapons. Now don't get me wrong, the game has more than one weapon, okay? So anybody that listens to IGN's review saying that they only have one weapon, that's a lie, okay? You get a new weapon very early in the game, and you can't get to no other level without using this weapon. It's significant and everything, but we just want more weapons like what we're used to, so that's fine. But there is more than one weapon, and this game is great, okay? So that'll be that. And the next suggestion I would want to say is destructible environments. It'd be great to have a Ninja Gaiden game where you fighting and you can push somebody through the walls, or you could be fighting on a certain level and the level breaks down and stuff, just to add more action to the surrounding areas. Like, it'd be great if you could be in the middle of a fight and let's say some glass break and you can pick up the glass and throw it at somebody, or just to engage the environment, a lot more. That'll definitely add more and change the dynamics of the game, which will create more different, newer, unique gameplay for your next one. You see what I'm saying? So that right there are my suggestions for Ninja Gaiden 3. Also, this game does have online multiplayer, so it's like you got your clan of ninjas that's coming at you sort of like waves, and you killing everybody and getting your skills up, so that's great. So you definitely got the online, and this is also PlayStation Move compatible. Feel me? So I'm telling you right now, the game is phenomenal. I definitely recommend that you get this game. This is definitely a high recommendation. If you can't afford the game, make sure you at least demo it, check it out. And if you're still unsure based on the review scores that you're seeing on the net, besides just listening to me, rent it, something. But you gotta give this game a shot. I guarantee you, it will not let you down. This is definitely a recommendation from your boy HipHopGamer, alright? So one love, God bless. That was the Ninja Gaiden 3 review. And to end off the review, I want you guys to take a look at this level. It's a great level, I think. I think it's one of the best levels that shows off the game. So after everything I just said, enjoy what you're about to see. Peace. And God bless.
What's that sound? It's been a while, Master Ryu.
Ayane?
Hayate asked me to come.
Jinra Maru.
Word gets around fast.
Make sure you bring it back in one piece. It's just a loner.
Okay. Tell Hayate I said thanks.
You should have someone in the village take a look at that arm.
I will. Soon. There's something I need to finish first.
Take care.
How did she know about this place? It's classified, top secret.
Ninja have their ways.
You're mine!
You're cut off!
Killing is mine! I never expected to be this Here we go! Here we go! Target fight! Killing is my business! Requesting backup! There he is! Damn it! You're not this! Be afraid! I live!
Who were those guys? They seem different than the others. Armored. Too heavily armored. Your arrows can't pierce it. too heavily armored. Your arrows can't pierce it. Hang on just a little more, just until the altitude goes down. The wings!